Hey, this is kind of a ranty video, but I think it's a bit important, so please stay with me. For some months, several months, I've been getting a lot of videos from a creator and a pedal company called Pedal Pawn from the UK. And I've been getting a lot of videos with a guitar player called Rice Steigl. I think that's his name. He's either 16 or 17 years old and he's playing the blues, and his style is pretty similar to Stevie Ray Vaughan. So I've been getting a lot of content from them with Rice. And if you know my channel, you know that Stevie Ray Vaughan is probably like the polar opposite of my style. And this is me trying to play Stevie. Doesn't matter really, but honestly, I find that content to be really entertaining. I think it's great content, it's great short form. I've also seen some longer videos from them. I love it, even though it's not the style that I'm usually into, but I think it's fun to watch. The thing that I want to rant about is the comment section. And I know complaining about comment sections on the internet, I don't know if that helps at all, but I've just been so annoyed and angry with reading the comments on those videos. And I know, of course, especially the comment section on TikTok, it's usually not that good. I should just ignore it, but I have some thoughts and some of them might be interesting. First, there's just a lot of people complaining about anything that Rice is doing. And I bet that most of those people are either guitar players or interested in guitar. And I also bet that they are kind of concerned that guitar is getting less popular. I think that's pretty safe to say that guitar is getting less popular. So why complain when a guy like Rice has spent his whole life learning to play the guitar, and he's obviously inspiring a lot of people. He's making content, he's playing concerts. Like, why complain about that when you are also concerned about guitar playing not being popular anymore? He's doing probably a ton more than I do and you do with like getting guitar playing out in the world. And when I say you, I'm not assuming that you are guilty, you watching, but I don't know, someone out there are guilty of the hate in these comment sections. So that's the first thing. He's obviously doing his best to get guitar playing out there in the world, in a music world when guitar playing isn't that popular anymore. So that's the first thing. Also, I'm not religious in any way, shape, or form, but I truly believe you are going to hell if you are commenting about the appearance of a kid, basically, who's 16 or 17 years old. That is just insane to me. And of course, I understand that people who do that in the comment section, they might be younger themselves, but still. And then we have the thing that there are most comments about, and that's that Rice is copying Stevie Ray Vaughan. And of course, he's inspired by him, and he's playing his songs, and his style is very similar. But he's 17 years old. We've seen that before with a lot of big guitar players. They start out as some sort of a copy, and then they evolve into their own thing. He's super young still. Even if he ended up as some sort of Stevie Ray Vaughan impersonator, I don't care. Going back to the first point, he's bringing guitar playing to the people, and he can do whatever he wants to do. He's still doing probably a whole lot more than any of us, and especially the people who are hating in the comment section. And way back when, I think haters said the same thing to Stevie Ray Vaughan, that he was just a copy of Jimi Hendrix. I think we've seen that with Joe Bonamassa. And they ended up with some decent guitar playing careers. I think that's safe to say. So give him some time. Yeah. And then we have the last thing that I want to rant about, and this is something that I've seen a lot on my channel as well. I'm not hurt by anything here. I'm just annoyed sometimes by it. And that is the tone chasing element of this, because in the pedal pawn videos, they are often chasing that Stevie Ray Vaughan tone. And I would say that at least once a day I get a comment on my tone chasing videos saying that why don't you find your own tone? This is lame, find your own voice, etc. And at the core of it, I don't necessarily disagree with that. But first, tone chasing is entertaining. It's fun to make and it's fun to watch, in my opinion. And they are also the most popular videos on my channel. And I bet they are doing quite good on the pedal pawn channels as well. And a while back, I saw that video of one of those guys who's doing the Nirvana tone chasing. And he ended up switching the body to a swamp ash body, I believe. And he nailed the tone with doing that. Just like one tiny thing, and he totally nailed that tone. And even though I'm not super interested in Nirvana, I just find that so interesting to watch. I think it's so interesting. So that's one element of the tone chasing. It's just entertainment. And when I do it myself, I don't do it to be able to copy that tone forever. I wouldn't do like the Tame Impala sound or the Queens of the Stone Age sound or the Mastodon sound on everything that I do. I do it because it's fun and I do it to learn. And when you are able to nail a tone, you spend a lot of time to getting to this point. You sort of learn everything in between the opposite. So you can do that tone, or you can do that tone, or you can do something in between. And I also think that goes for the people who's watching. Some maybe they are only interested in getting that tone, to copy that tone. But is that really a problem if people are interested in copying Stevie Ray Vaughan? I don't think it's a problem at all. Again, going back to the first point, you're playing the guitar instead of playing video games. Isn't that just cool in itself, that you're actually doing something with the guitar? So yeah, I think tone chasing is a whole lot of fun and you learn so much from doing it. When I record guitars for my personal things, I never do the one-to-one copy thing that I might have learned from previous experiences. I might be inspired by that, but I don't try to copy it. And also, if we look at the guitar players who has a really distinct guitar tone, for example, Josh Homme in Queens of the Stone Age, that I've done a lot of content on, he probably started out with copying others too. We've seen that some of the amps that he is using, I think he's been inspired by Black Flag and Billy Gibbons, stuff like that. He probably started out with copying other people as well. And that was just the beginning of his tone journey. So yeah, I don't see anything wrong with that. I know that I'm defending myself a bit here as well, but I'm just so annoyed by those comments because I can see that they think they are really smart, but they're just saying the same thing as a million other people, and they are sort of missing the whole point with the tone chasing thing. Okay, again, I know that most of you guys, especially on my channel, you are nice guys. I don't think any of you have been in these comment sections on TikTok, but if any of you haters out there see this video, just stop it. It's silly and you look silly when you do it. Okay, rant over. Goodbye.